So, you finally come around to the idea that you might make it in civilian life. What took you so long? You can maneuver through mud and rain for 3 days straight, stay and watch on a humid night in Baghdad, or maintain multi-million-dollar aircrafts, even be on a ship in the middle of nowhere for months on end. But commuting to an office for 8 hours a day stumped you? Listen, fam, that might be your only problem. But there's a lot to consider before starting your end processing. Getting out of the military is a big deal, about as big as going in. It's not something you just wake up and decide to do one day. If all you do is fill out a checklist, head back to your hometown, and think everything will magically work out, you're in for a big surprise. There's a lot to think about before you head back to civilian life, starting with what exactly you want to do when you shed that uniform. And by the way, they're going to want that uniform back. Will you actually be getting a civilian job? Do you want to do the same thing you did in the military, or are you thinking about going back to school? Do you even know how to navigate the VA system? Do you want to do the same thing you did in the military, or are you thinking about going back to school? Where will you do these things? How will you pay for them while waiting for benefits? Do you even know how to navigate the VA system? You might have it all figured out, but the military doesn't teach you about the GI Bill, the blended retirement system, or getting a VA home loan. Some of that is what the Transition Assistance Program covers, aka TAP. You did know about TAP, right? I highly recommend you listen up, but be careful now. There are some big words coming your way, and transition is one of them. All of this might seem overwhelming, and it is, especially if you want to cover all your bases, get all the information, and make the best decisions for your future. So take a seat, stick around for a while, and we'll go through everything you need to know over the course of a few videos, starting with an honest, no BS assessment of whether it's actually the right time for you to leave the military. I'll cover tuition assistance and everything else you need to know and do before you exit while maximizing all the benefits Uncle Sam promised you. We'll even find out about if your military job has a civilian equivalent. No matter what your answers are to these questions, this guy will help you to write a resume that blows away interviewers like only a veteran can. And I'm not going to take credit for that part of the script. But anyway, you'll learn what a job fair is for, what to expect in an interview, and most importantly, how to avoid messing it up. I'm even going to teach you what to do when you land that big job offer. Maybe you have skills beyond what the military taught you. If so, you might have the temperament to start your own business instead of relying on someone else for a paycheck. You supported and defended the Constitution of the United States, so you certainly have what it takes to support yourself and your dependents. You just need to be smart about it. And I'll break that all down for you Barney style. If you find this video helpful, go ahead and hit the like button so other veterans can find it. And don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates and tips on VA bennies. Now, deciding to leave the military might be as big a step as deciding to join. Most of us came in when we were young, naive, and mostly unprepared. When we get out, we're just as unprepared. But it doesn't have to be that way. Almost from the moment you decide to leave, someone will be telling you what you need to do to make a successful jump from military to civilian life. But stop and think for a second. Maybe someone who already made that jump is best suited to help you prepare for it. Find a mentor who can help you determine if you're actually ready to get out and if you've taken advantage of all the benefits available to you on active duty versus what might be available to you as a veteran. They'll also warn you about the common pitfalls and help you avoid them, and maybe even help you determine what career to pursue. Think of this person as a temporary supervisor in your new unit, helping you navigate everything you're about to face. Now, there are many factors to consider. Are you ready for it? Will you be able to make a living? Is your spouse ready? Will they need to contribute to the household? And are they prepared for that? Where will you go? Are you going to school or jumping straight into the job market? Are your children ready? How will you determine who will be a good separation mentor for you? Don't choose a mentor who never had kids if you have a family to consider. If you're heading straight into the job market, have you thought about what you want to do and where you want to do it, along with the necessary training and education? Do you have any contacts in that industry? You may want a second mentor for your civilian career if your transition mentor can't help you with your new career. Asking for help when you don't have all the answers is mind blowing, right? It's almost like having a manual that tells you exactly what to do and when to do it. Well, I just so happen to have a one stop checklist and timeline packed with everything you need to know and when you need to do it in this video over here.